All right, folks. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's hop into the live ride. Got a little bit of music. It's from the music only channel. Let's see if anybody wants to hang out. Today, we're doing it live. That's what 2024 is all about. We're going to do it live. Hi, Kat. Hello. There you are. Hello. You like to stand on the expensive synthesizers? Yeah. Always very in line with the cat. The happy cat. I gotta get a little different mic setup, but I can't quite get it. Might go back to what I did before and like have it kind of hanging over the monitor or something. Used to have it just always like hanging up above here, so I might try to do that again. But I have to drill holes in the tabletop to set that up. Come here, cat. Why don't you go on your adventures? Sorry. I hope you guys are having a good day. Yeah. I'll link this piece. It's called Truckin'. I did a weird middle section for this piece that I'm not 100% happy with, but I like the beginning. And so I may do another version of it with like this little approach in these chords. Where you live, it's evening. Yeah, it's early evening. About 5 o'clock where I'm at. I did a weird middle section for this piece. You'll hear it in a minute. All right, let's find... What are we working on? What was it called? Prince of Twilight. It sounds like Twilight Princess. We're going to change the title. That's just a working title for now. We'll come up with something that's a little more better. A little more better. All right, there it is. And we have a little planning document here too. So take a look at our planning document, see what we're doing. So chapter 3, we're meeting Victoria. That's what we're doing right now. And then she wants to help him. We have a little bit of backstory drama with Aethelready here. And a space. Delete. All right. A little bit of drama with Aethelready. We'll take a look at how that's going to work. All right. Well, hurry up. What writing app is this? Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word. That's the writing app I use. Some people like Scrivener. I don't care for it. Doesn't have any features I care about. But if you like Scrivener, that's cool. You can use that one. That's the only other writing app that I think people are kind of hot about, besides like just it's a word processor. Drop the cap to my drink. It's okay. I have a spare cap. Drop back to a whisper and said, Cherry MX blues or greens? They're reds. No, they're blues. They're blues. I don't know of a green. I think that's like a... Isn't that like a Razer switch? It's a Razer. I thought Razer had the greens. I think Cherry was like blue, red, and brown. And I remember looking up browns years ago, and I'm like, they use them in like industrial applications where they like cover the keyboard with a membrane. I'm like, those are probably too stiff. We'll do blues. So I use blues on most of my keyboards. My wife hates it. She hates the clickiness. It like drives her nuts. But I also have it's like some cheaper keyboards. They basically have the equivalent of Cherry MX blue switches. And I use them for teaching typing to my kids. And it's really good for teaching typing because of that really positive click response at the bottom of the... when you get down to the bottom, there's a really click, it clicks for you. So it's anyway, it's good. You can get cheap mechanical keyboards now that are really useful for teaching typing. When I learned typing back when I was a kid, it was all mechanical keyboards because that's all that existed. Like I learned how to type on an IBM 286, I think. And we had those original IBM keyboards. They're now super sought after, I guess. It's terrorism if other people are around. I don't mind it, but I also like type a lot with headphones on, so I don't even hear it. I just kind of feel it through my fingers. But it drives my wife nuts. She's like, I can hear you clicking down the hall. Clickety, click, 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 clickety, click, 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 and, it's probably worse when I'm like playing a game and you like spam a button and it's like, like you're probably sounds awful. But yeah, so these ones are blues. They're Cherry MX blues. This is a Ducky keyboard. It's pretty good. Taiwanese keyboard. It's like these cool, like, I don't know what they call these, pudding caps. They're fun. I have another one with, I have a DOS keyboard too that I paid a bunch of money for years ago. I actually wore it out. I'm proud to say that I've worn out a DOS keyboard. I have done enough typing that I've worn the keyboard out. What's her sister's name gonna be? Victoria. We could do another English name like Elizabeth. I don't know. It's something Germanic. Just stopping by to tell you that it was you that inspired me to tip my first writing project. Awesome. Been putting it in the time of day, even I don't get much done. It's working. Good. So thanks. Well, I would encourage you to stick with it. Like the little gains add up. You know, they add up. So yeah, just stick with it, and eventually it'll get done. We're in a time and a place where you can either be going in two directions with your writing. You can be trying to like ride trends with whatever you're doing. Like if you're writing about the most current thing, whether it's nonfiction or fiction, like this is the hot genre, then you got to be really fast. But if you're not, then there's really no rush to get anything done right away. Just take your time and do it right, and just be consistent with it, and you'll get a lot more done over time. If you're not choosing to chase trends, then just slow and steady is going to win the race. You don't need to stress about it. Eventually you'll get there, as long as you just keep working on it and just kind of keep that in mind. And I've kind of been taking my time with getting projects out the last year, because it's like there's just no big reason to rush. Like I'm not missing out on tons of money by not publishing something right away. I can just kind of take the time to do it right, or just sit on it for a while if I want to. I sat on Al Shafalda for like 2 years before I published it, because it's just a weird book, and I think I sat on it too long because I was like, oh, it's not the book that people want to read. I'm like, it just doesn't hit the genre trope, so might as well just release it and have fun with it, you know. I have to think about the time of day for this part too. Yeah, I think it's like morning. Gas lock on my chair is broken. Every once in a while I gotta stop and like pull the chair up. That's meowing. That's my cat. He's a little deaf, so he doesn't know how loud he is. Think of writing something based on the RPG setting I came up with for my friends, but it's hard to even think of where to start. So yeah, the RPG setting is the setting, so you need to start with a character and a plot, right? That's not that hard. So think of a conflict that has to be solved in your setting, and think of who has to solve that conflict, and then that's your story. Boom, you have a story. And yeah, I wonder if I can like get this mic in a different position. Hold on a second. It's just like, it's totally disturbing the visuals here. Give me a second. I might mute it. Let's get some other music going. That was Truckin'. That was kind of weird. I just like turned on the camera and like came up with a song the other night. I might take some of those elements and re-record them into something new. Because I did this middle section where I was like thinking of trucks and like doing some weird sounds, and like I'm just like, I don't know, just don't know if it works, you know, just I don't know. Here we go. All my songs are like 17 minutes long. That's like the number. Let's do Grey Dawn. I bet that one's good. I haven't played that one in a while. All right, give me a second. It's slightly better. I'm gonna need to like rework this a little bit so that it's a little, I mean, it's very slightly better. Now you got this thing up here, but we'll roll with it for now because it's not quite, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I really wanted to like come down from the ceiling or just be like up here. If I could find a way to do that. I don't know. I'll work on it. I'll work on it later. But it's just like getting all my way in my arms. I'm like, yeah, gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of that. All right. Okay. All right. This might also cut down on the clickety-clack. Just a bit. Not a lot. Just a bit. I need to turn up the mic. Check, check. Turn it up a bit. There we go. All right. Yeah, I need to. I gotta figure out a little bit different setup for this mic. It's driving me crazy. Yeah. I don't want to like I want to use this word tchotchke, but it's a really bad word to use in fantasy because it's Yiddish. Like, I feel like maybe we shouldn't use Yiddish words. Not because Yiddish is bad, but because you probably just... A Yiddish word seems weird when you're writing fantasy. Like, I want to say tchotchke. Right? Tchotchkes. Okay, but that's like Yiddish. Right? You got a goyish cop. So she just like put a Jew in this setting to just have Yiddish words. I don't think it'll work. So I really want to establish that Aethelready, the engagement didn't work because she found out he was poor. That's what I want to do here. He hailed from the land known as Israel. But the funny thing is, Yiddish isn't... They don't speak Yiddish... I mean, well, I don't know. They speak Yiddish in Israel now, but it's an Eastern European language. You know, it's not really... It's not a Semitic language at all. Oh yeah, what was her sister's name going to be? Your sister... I don't know. We can do a Latin name, we can do a Germanic name. Her name's Victoria, which means victory. Charity. David, is it possible to learn drawing to a decent level with little talent? How long would it take? I want to create my own drawings going along with the writing. I have the picture in my head, but no skill in my hands to manifest it. Well, luckily we're in the 21st century, where you can get education for anything cheaply. Now, I can't tell you how long it will take, because that varies by everyone. I can tell you about talent, though, because in my opinion, people vastly overrate talent and what it is. They think, I have to have this magical talent in order to do anything. And if I don't have that talent, I can't do it. Or it's going to be way harder and I'll never be good. Talent is like an uncut gym. You still have to cut the gym. You still have to practice, even if you have a lot of talent to get it. And the truth is, you won't know how much talent you have at it until you actually start to do it. Virtually nobody is a natural at something like even drawing, okay? Some people can be a lot more visually inclined and therefore they have a natural talent to it, but you have to practice the techniques no matter what, okay? So just go on YouTube, and I might do this too, right? Because I want to practice more drawing. Look up a drawing course. Look up an introduction to drawing, and then just watch a bunch of those videos and duplicate what they're doing. And just try to do those lessons every day for a week and then do a new one. You don't have to take a course at the university to learn how to draw. People put this stuff out for free on YouTube. So just look on YouTube and you'll get a bunch of different perspectives on art from a bunch of different people. There's also people who offer the coursework on through like Patreon. I know Jesse White, one of my friends, has one through his Patreon, or he did. And so you just have to practice it, right? It could take you a couple months. It could take you a year. I'm of the opinion that most people could get done in a year what would take a normal person several years in the college environment, simply because they don't have all the other classes to worry about, right? Like general ed stuff that sucks down your time. So you're just focusing on one element of art. You're not learning art history. You learn that stuff as you go anyway, but like you're not having to learn sculpture. You're just trying to learn drawing. So just focus on that. And I bet you could get done what you want to in about 6 months time if you really practice every single day at it. The key is you got to do it every day. And just like I talk about in the book, you want to have a goal to everything you do. So when you sit down to draw, you want to have a goal for what you're practicing and why you're practicing it, and then what your output's going to be, like what your product is going to be. Personally, I would try to approach every drawing with like, I want to make this into a finished project, a finished product, right? So rather than doing the same drawing 20 times, I would do like 20 different drawings to try to get better, and each time I try to get them a little bit finer. Rather than spending a bunch of time like trying to perfect one piece, I'd probably just do a lot of different pieces and see how good I can get with each time I try it, So yeah, I mean, I may do this myself because there's certain art skills that I want to bump up in the next. I've been wanting to bump them up for a couple of years. I just haven't had the time to do it. So yeah, I may make a more concerted effort to do that, or might do something with my son, for that, because then we can kind of learn together. That's the cool thing about homeschool. You can do so many different cool things. You can learn art together, or take what you learn and apply it, things like that. So lots of fun stuff. So yeah, maybe 6 months if you really are on top of it. Maybe a year. I wouldn't expect anything less than 6 weeks for a new skill. Just because it takes a long time to get basics down if you've never done anything before. And just embrace being a developing artist. Practice and try to make each thing you do better than it was before. You'll get there. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah. Keys, you just got to do it every day. That's the most important thing. If you can just stick to doing something every day, that's where you're gonna get the growth. see what I want to like reveal here. am I gonna name this stone? What am I gonna name this stone? Inactive for 1 hour. Alright, I got about 5 more minutes. No, that's not it. take a look at my hotline here. Yeah. Let's get another. That was Passage. It's another one here. Try March. Okay. You know, they're not going to want Victoria to come with them, so she has to give them, like, some reason. Hola! Whoever's on Facebook, I appreciate it. Jonai Karagenis. No, most people don't watch this on Facebook, so it's always surprising. I get, like, a Twitch chat or, like, a Facebook or a Twitter chat. I'm like, cool. It's just not as popular. I restream to like every platform just to make sure like if there's somebody out there that can see it, or you know, maybe one of the other platforms can get built up kind of by me doing stuff, but it rarely happens. Alright, I think that's good for this chapter. Let's see. About 3,000 words. What is this one? Yeah, alright. This is a good one. Alright. That's it for chapter 3. Okay. Okay, chapter 3 will go up on all the different sites later on, maybe tomorrow or later tonight. So, if you are a member on Patreon, Substack, I'll just link everything. Substack. If you're a member on anything, you can get copies of this stuff that I do live on that. Ko-Fi. I even tried to put them up on YouTube, but it's a lot more complicated to like put them into text into YouTube posts, which no one ever sees anyway. So if you're a YouTube member, just, I don't know, send me a DM on Discord or Twitter or something, and then I'll just find a way to get you. I'll mail you a copy or something. This is all for fun, right? Do it live. Should be no question that I wrote it. All right. So I think that's about it for today. How long did we stream? An hour and 11. That's a good live write. Written, you know, solid, close to about 2,000 words. That's good. We'll pick up chapter 4 later, next time I have a chance to stream this. I'm going to take a break, see what's going on maybe for dinner, and if nothing's going on for dinner, I might come back with a live music stream. So if you like the music, I might just hop on and play stuff like this for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever I feel like. We'll see. So have a great one, folks, and I will see you all next time. I'll also figure out my my mic. Maybe that'll be my goal for today, is to get the microphone working. I don't know. It's hard for me to want to do anything right now because my house is just destroyed by it just got destroyed by this rain event. So anything I do, I'm gonna have to like take this all apart to redo the floors. It's gonna be a big pain. So unfortunately, that's how things are sometimes. We don't always get easiness in our lives. Times of tribulation and annoyance. It happens. There are plenty of people who have it way worse than me. So I'm thankful that I believe insurance will at least pay for some of it. Have a great one, folks, and I'll see you all next time.